the outrageous belief that she can compete on that level at this time, at this point in time in her professional career, is just asinine. Blunt Convos, Lou in here with you real quick. Just wrapping up the Indiana Fever Connecticut Sun game. And I've been kind of waiting for all the tension and all the hot-headedness and all the disrespectful shit to kind of go by, and all the agenda pushing kind of go by, to give my opinion on the Caitlin Clark not getting on the U.S. Olympic team. So here's my thing, right? There are two types of people out there right now in the women's basketball arena. You have actual basketball fans who have been here way before Miss Caitlin Clark brought the attention that she has garnered to the sport. And we will, Lord willing, we get enough time on this planet, will be here after her time has gone because we love the sport. Now then you have the other group of people that are just Caitlin Clark fans. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But here's where the problem arises. The problem arises is when just a Caitlin Clark fan tries to have or interjects themselves into a real basketball conversation with a real basketball fan. Because there's a big difference. Those facts from real basketball fans, they will upset Caitlin Clark fans because they don't understand. They just watch the player. They want to see what the player does. They want the player to succeed. They want the player to be great. They're not concerned with the league as a whole, right? They're just fans of Caitlin Clark. And there's nothing wrong with that. But who should she be on that list over that was picked for the U.S. team? And then in the list of those who you also felt could have been picked for the team that didn't get picked because there's only 12 spots, who has she outplayed in that list? Now, basketball speaking, those that are basketball fans, those facts that you see when you watch these games, yes, she had a 30-point game. That was a really good game, but it was against the worst team in the league, right? 0-11 or 0-12, I believe. And then tonight's game against the 9-2, now 10-2 Connecticut Sun, one of the best teams in the league. She was shut down and then taken out of the game after receiving her fourth foul about midway through the third quarter. And I'm saying this just to say, to want her to succeed is a wonderful thing, no matter how you're feeling as a basketball fan or as a Caitlin Clark fan. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But the overzealous, just the outrageous belief that she can compete on that level at this time, at this point in time in her professional career, is just asinine. And I'm saying that as a basketball purist. Like I said, she is a wonderful two-guard. If you remember, if you are a basketball fan, Steph Curry's career began like that, who is now considered one of the greatest guards of all time in the game. I actually considered one of the greatest shooters of all time, but it took him a while. He battled through the physicality and injury of going from college to the NBA, and once he figured it out, he fit. I'm just saying, Caitlin Clark is not there yet, physically or not in her professional career. She's not where you would want your Olympian to be at. You're 12 Olympians, your 12 Olympic spots. She's just not there yet, you guys. And I'm going to get hate from, the Caitlin Clark fans that don't believe that, but I understand that and don't give a fuck because I love basketball. I understand basketball. and the mainstream media, they make this shit worse because of the agenda pushing shit that they do. Because the more divisiveness that you have, right, the more hype that you have behind the situation. But people that don't actually know basketball shit and they're just Caitlin Clark fans, they listen to the people on the TV, the mainstream shit. That's where a lot of the confusion and bullshit comes in too, because they're full of shit most of the time on that television. I'm not a Caitlin Clark hater. I'm a lover of the game. So anybody to get up here and say that, you've never watched my videos and you just want to get up here and argue and you want some attention. So F you, right? Now, I don't know hateful stuff or anything like that, but y'all know how I roll. I spit facts. I'm about basketball. I'm about the sport. Blunt Convos.